They're going to make all the noise to come arrest one of our own. Not saying they shouldn't, but is that it? Is that all you have to give to the black community? You understand that? That's why you have us here. That, as a matter of fact, drop that, give me Luke. Give me Luke chapter 14, verse 21. That's why the Lord commanded us. Listen to this. Luke chapter 14, verse 21. Let's see.
The book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 21. So that servant came and showed his Lord the...
Read it from the top and read it loud.
Luke 14, 21. So that servant came and showed his Lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry.
So the master of the house of Israel, that's what he's talking about. The Most High God. What happened?
Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant.
Said to who?
To his servant.
The servants are the children of Israel, according to Luke. You're going to find in the book of Luke. You're going to find in the book of Leviticus chapter 25, verse 55. All right? These children of Israel are his servants. Go on.
Go out quickly into the streets.
What did God commanded us to do?
Go out quickly.
Go out what?
Quickly.
Into what?
Into the streets.
That's why you see us in the streets today. Have you seen us before in the street? You haven't. But you've seen us today. Because that's the Lord's will that you should see us in the street. That's what Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20 spoke about. You shall see your teachers in the street. You understand that? So you don't have any excuse on the judgment day to say, oh, I don't know, I didn't see them, I didn't hear about this. Today you've seen us in the street. That's why you have the flyers. The brother taught you about Sabbath. You have to remember that. You have to observe this. Because, I'm going to get back to that. Zephaniah 2, I'm going to come back to that. Just hold on. Read.
And lanes of the city. And bring...
And what?
And lanes.
Streets. That's why you see us in the street. Lanes of the city. That's why we have something we do on Sundays called the Blitz. You see us in the lanes bringing out the truth to our people. Because God commanded us to do so. Not hiding, not going and hiding in the pulpit or behind the pulpit or in the church where it is safe. And you can lie to the people and stop the people and stop the widow. That's what we like doing. You understand that? No, the Lord said go out to the street, go out into the lanes. That's where the people are. Go on.
And bring in hither the poor.
Bring in who?
The poor.
Bring in the rich.
The poor. And the maimed. And the...
He said bring in the poor and the maimed. Maimed are the people who are destroyed. That's what the brother brought up for you in Deuteronomy chapter 28. We are people destroyed. Verse 48 tells you they took off the chain off our hand. They didn't take off the chain until we are destroyed. That's what men mean. That's why we see our people bugged out on the streets, selling drugs, taking drugs early in the morning, drinking alcohol on the side of the streets. Is that how to live? No. We are people destroyed mentally. You understand it? That's why the Lord said go out to the street and lanes quickly. Why do we have to go out quickly? Because the Lord loves his people. He don't want them into the hands of these wrong shepherds. Give me that. I'll finish this. Give me Ezekiel 34. Finish this.
And the halt and the blind. That's it.
And the halt and the blind. Keep going.
And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them.
And do what?
Compel them.
That's why we're here. That's why we're talking to you. Compel doesn't mean, please, can you come into the kingdom? Please, can you keep the commandment? No. Keep God's commandment if you want to leave. If you want to die, it's up to you. But if you know what's good for you, you got to do what God says. You understand that? All right, keep going.
Compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
That the house of God may be filled. Give me that. Go to Ezekiel 34. Give me Ezekiel chapter 34, I want to say it's verse 10. Because there's a reason why the Lord told us to go out quickly into the street and into the lanes and the highways and the byways.
What club was that at? That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
With the Zulu nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again. 31.
Quickly. Give me that. Ezekiel chapter 34, verse, is it 10? Yes, that's it. Read.
Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 10. Thus saith the Lord God.
Start from verse 9.
Verse 9. Therefore, all you shepherds, hear the word of the Lord.
So he's talking about the leaders of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who you call today your pastors.
Right.
They set themselves up. No. America set them up to be shepherds over God's own people.
Right.
But God is speaking to them now. Let's see what he said. Read from the top again.
Thus saith the Lord God, behold, I am against the shepherds.
So God said what?
I am against the shepherd.
What do you understand by that? He's against the pastors. What else? The priests? Yes, all of them. Keep going.
And I will require my flock at their hand.
What did God say he's going to do in the hands of the pastors?
And I will require my flock at their hand.
I will require my flock. I will require my sheep, the lost sheep of the house of Israel, from their hands. They're going to pay. They're going to answer for that. They're going to answer for how they have done and treated the house of Israel. You're going to read about it. Read verse 8. Read verse 8.
Verse 8. As I live, saith the Lord God, surely because my flock became a prey.
See what? You see what the Lord is saying? My flock, my sheep, the children of Israel, black, Hispanic, and Native American, became a what?
Became a prey.
So what does it mean to become a prey? What does that mean? That means what? Taken advantage of. People that's been devoured. Houses been devoured. Finances been devoured. Nobody looking out for their houses. Help them to maintain household peace or household marriages. That's what the pastors should be doing. How many of them are doing councils to actually help the black neighborhoods or the black families to keep their marriages going? How many of them are doing that? Or actually exalting and promoting black families? Because you can't have a black nation without a strong black family.
That's right.
How many of them are doing that? That makes you think. That'll make you think, because a divided family is a payday for them. Because the black women, they always diverge or move towards that kind of stuff, because that's what Christianity teaches them. They always, every little thing, they're seeking for divorce. But you married the man and said, through through good times and bad times. What happened to that? Oh, what excuse they give? He doesn't satisfy me sexually. Oh, his stuff is small. Oh, he's small enough, but he knock you up to have children. You understand? You see the kind of mindset is the destroyed mindset we have. But it's the fault of the pastors first. Do you understand that? Keep going.
And my flock became meat to every beast of the field.
That's why they're being shut down in the streets. Because the pastors are teaching them right by the Bible, they will know what Christ himself, the black Messiah, taught in the Bible when you're dealing with your adversary in Matthew 5. Agree with him quickly. They should teach them that. But they're not teaching them that. That's why our people have become prey and meat in the field. That's why they're being gunned down in the street, because there's nobody instructing them the right way. The pastors are just there to start and make merchandise off of them. That's all it is. Keep going.
Because there was no shepherd.
There was no what?
No shepherd.
Because there's no true shepherd. The true shepherd of the Lord is what you see today coming out in the street teaching our people.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't care how hot it is outside, we're going to be out. That's why we're out here. Those false shepherds, those false prophets, those hirelings, they're not going to correct our people.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.